Hey, this is Don Kryptonium, the greatest single entity Cosmos has to offer. As time passes, when everyone becomes absolutely irrelevant, the relevance of Don Kryptonium is growing. And today we are going to discuss DyDX and why DyDX doesn't want to be recognized as the Cosmos chain. So before we start, remember, the only one thing you can do to support Don Kryptonium is absolutely smashing the like button, sharing your opinions. Yes, as we know, everyone on the internet is the man of the opinion. And so am I. Let's start. So DyDX is trading platform on Ethereum. It uses their own layer 2 technology and it's secured by Ethereum. And for trading platform, they need to have the best user experience to compete with other centralized companies, such as Binance, because they also offer trading. So what Antonio said, I specifically don't want DyDX brand to be associated with Cosmos. Applications should transcend any particular technology they are built on. On DyDX V4 is when DyDX come as its own sovereign chain, Cosmos chain, you will just deposit from any major chain using any major wallet. No Cosmos, bridges, or any of this nonsense. So they surely focus on the best user experience, right? And many people probably thought, hey, the move to Cosmos means they're gonna be IBC chain. It means now you will be able to deposit Comdex and trade it. It's nonsense. There probably will not be any of the smaller chain of Cosmos because they are not suitable for trading perpetuals. Let's start from this. There is not enough liquidity. As of now, on DyDX, there is only Cosmos. And quite possibly, when they launch, the situation still might be the same. What they mean by just deposit from any other chain, they mean you will be able to connect, MetaMask and deposit Ethereum, Polygon, which I mean Matic, Arbitrum, and any other assets. You also will be able probably to connect Kepler and other wallets they integrate. Maybe they will have their own wallet. So they will list the major assets, the large assets that they will be there and want to focus on just user experience. They want to give access to the users. When it comes to DyDX brand, seriously, DyDX is brand. So them moving to Cosmos, DyDX didn't really use the Cosmos as the marketing. DyDX had its own users. They know their own established brand. I know you might not know that because I noticed that Cosmos users didn't know what is DyDX. They absolutely had no idea. Many of them actually were comparing this to Osmosis, which showed you the certain level of ignorance that is there. So DyDX has actually very loyal users. For the past years, they built the brand, they allocated tokens to their own users. So they have thousands of their own daily active users, right? So it's not that they use Cosmos to attract Cosmos users. I notice also a lot of Cosmos people are actually not into trading. We don't even have trading applications in Cosmos. So it's only probably benefit to Cosmos than to DyDX, and what they want to brand themselves, hey, we are DyDX. That's it. It's trading platform, just like Binance, We are Binance. We give you good experience. We are Kraken. Whatever, those are centralized. DyDX will be decentralized. There is also more. This is not to say we aren't huge fans of Cosmos. A lot of people is fans of Cosmos tech. We literally betting the entire protocol on it. So many people think there is some, there is benefits probably for DyDX moving to Cosmos because they probably understand, hey, we are going to scale massively, right? The only way is choosing the blockchain, the tooling, the using the consensus. It's the secondary. We need the best of the best to scale to accommodate all of the users. But there is the risk, for now, DyDX is actually, it's secured by much larger ecosystem. And them moving to something that is relatively new, relatively undiscovered, without many applications, this is actually huge risk on the side of DyDX on what they are doing. And then they also will move from the, being sold out token. They will also have their own token, and they will be secured by themselves unless they will choose other options. I don't think DyDX would actually choose something like shared security of Cosmos. Probably they could use something else. There might be solutions, but that's actually high risk on DyDX. They raised, I believe, $60 million, and they burning these funds on building the best infrastructure that is out there. And what he exactly also says that DyDX is already funding multiple grants for the core Cosmos infrastructure. This is something great I want to see because, there is a lot of, let's not pretend, there is a lot of entities that drain the grants and contribute to the infrastructure. My take is Cosmos wins when you have protocols like DyDX coming, building an own blockchain, and of course they will rely on the SDK, and they will contribute to the SDK, giving back to this technology so others can also use the SDK and build their own chain. You will probably have the Bera chain and other chains that use this, contribute, make it better, improve it, and for that, there is less of a need of grants of the insider deals which exist in all of the ecosystem, and then Cosmos gets adopted. I know some people believe that the reason is drama, and it's quite possible, I know how biased is Cosmos, so I know there is one side of the Cosmos probably it is because all in bids, they don't want to do it. And I can guarantee you that the other side, the all in bids it is because of Interchain Foundation, or it is because of that. And each of them stays so much in their head, they think if there is the reason, it's all of you. If that would be the reason, it's all of you. You are all part of this kind of club, So if other blockchain wants to build something, why would they build something to pump your bags instead of building everything they want, how they imagined? Right? To benefit their own investors and at the same time making themselves very rich. So these are the reasons, and as I said, it's not that you don't even need IBC for that. You can see the blockchain. So there are some smaller blockchains like I noticed UMA, Tor chain. So I would expect we might see we will see Cosmos, we have Cosmos, and I was thinking which candidates could be there interesting for the trading. As we know, there is might not be, actually Cosmos doesn't have much liquidity. It's not very popular trading per here. It's mainly trading goes around Ethereum and Bitcoin, then probably Solana. So if you look at the Cosmos ecosystem, I think we might see Osmosis being tradable there. We might see Injective token being tradable there, and stuff like this. As I said, we have Tor chain, which is very similar. So I do think Osmosis, because of deep liquidity, would make sense. But you will not see all of these shit chains that are IBC connected. You will not see that. Maybe we can see liquid stake asset. I think they would be absolutely great, right? Because they make actually more sense. But do they? It's the same as Atom. They always will move in pairs. So sorry, that was a stupid statement of mine. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. So this is about what you can expect. I know some people thought there will be connecting via IBC because there is this belief that the IBC is the greatest technology. And I think many people fail to see the power of community in actually building the best product. We can mention Terra Luna. Obviously, it ended up tragically, but why they were successful? Because the users want to have fun, they want to have a lot of entertaining. Whether you believe it or not, people want to have fun. They want to be entertained. Then the numbers go up. For retails, it's actually very important, So Luna didn't have to connect to IBC. People went to it, right? So the IBC might be not the major adoption driving tool as you might think. You might think, hey, if we could connect IBC to Ethereum, it might... No, It will not work like this. They will come if they will see the entertainment. And I noticed a lot of developers in Cosmos, they believe the major adoption driving factor is them coding. It's not you. You can notice with the blockchains like that these factors might be quite irrelevant, and the culture and community and building that community is much stronger factor. And I hope for many to see that this is most important factor and respect that community, that culture. Because if you show disrespect, your project often will fail. Because without the users, you are always nothing. With that, Don Kryptonium's out. Till the next time, soldiers.